This Friday at historic Pimlico Racecourse, we're going to have an amazing Black-Eyed Susan Day for you. First race post time is 11:30. We have 14 live races, 7 stakes races. The stakes action starts in race 7. We have 3 big guaranteed pools. We have tickets for them where I have a pick 5 ticket starting race 7, and you have a ticket for both pick 4s.
For both pick 4s, $300,000 guaranteed. This is going to be well bet. The pick 4s have been well bet here at Pimlico so far this meet. I can't wait to get this started, so let's go.
All right, race 7 is the ski pat for filly and mares 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. I have a pick 5 ticket starting in race 7. It's a $300,000 guaranteed pick 5, industry low, 12% takeout. In the ski pat, the 3 CHALON's going to be awfully tough, but I also like the 6 Anna's Bandit. Race 8, the grade 3 Miss Preakness. I go 3 deep in there. I have the 6 Never Enough Time on top, but the 5 Congrats Gal and the 11 Fighting Mad are going to be tough in there as well. Race 9, the Hilltop, going a mile on the turf. The 3 Fashion Faux Pas I have on top in there, but the 5 Dog Tag going to be tough for Chad Brown. Race 10, the grade 3 Pimlico Special. I have the 6 CORDMAKER on top at 12-1, but the 13 You're to Blame going to be tough in there for Todd Pletcher. Then race 11, the grade 2 Black-Eyed Susan, 3-year-old fillies going 9 furlongs to 6. Always Shopping is going to be awfully tough for Todd Pletcher, but the 7 Brill, the 8 Point of Honor, and don't forget about the local filly, the 9 Lasitas at 15-1. That's my long shot play there in the Black-Eyed Susan. So a $48 ticket for this $300,000 guaranteed pick 5 starting in race 7. Let's get right to the stakes action. The ski pat, filly and mares 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. We have a video spotlight to show you of CHALON. CHALON's going to be a short price favorite here, coming off the layoff for trainer Arnaud Delacour. Here's the race from the Breeders' Cup last November, where she was a good second in the Breeders' Cup with a 91 buyer.
Oh, this is a real good second, and she tries all the way down to the wire. She just missed in the biggest filly mare sprint of the year, and this was a good performance coming off a layoff of Arnaud Delacour, who hits 29% of the time off this type of layoff. I think CHALON, as you said, is going to be very, very tough in the ski pat come Friday.
Man, she looked home free there. That was going 7 furlongs. She only has to go 6 furlongs in the ski pat. So both Tim and I, we have the 3 CHALON on top in the ski pat. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, the grade 3 Miss Preakness kicks off that $300,000 pick 4. Tim, you have a ticket for it. Let's check it out, see how you played it.
I do it, a $36 ticket for this $300,000 guaranteed pick 4, and I go 4 deep in race 8, the Miss Preakness, using the 2, the 6, the 7, and my top pick, the 11 Fighting Mad for Bob Baffert. In the 9th race, the Hilltop, I use 2. I use the 2 Nova Soul and the 5, my top pick, the Dog Tag for trainer Chad Brown. In the 10th, the Pimlico Special, 3 deep here, using the 2, the 6 CORDMAKER for Rodney Jenkins, and the 8. In the 11th, I use the Black-Eyed Susan. I go 3 deep here, using the 4, the Cookie Dough, my top pick for Stanley Gold, the 6 and the 7, a nice $36 ticket, and this is going to be well played. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Let's take a look. Race 8, grade 3 Miss Preakness, 3-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs. Nice $150,000 purse. Let's take a look. My top pick, the 6 Never Enough Time. You like a little bit as well. She's 6-1 morning line. She's an undefeated filly. Let's show you the big win from April 14th at Laura Park, going 7 furlongs against Allowance Company. She dropped a hammer on him. She wins by 5.5, a big 83 buyer speed figure. She's 2 for 2. Julian Pimentel rides for Mike Trombetta. I have this filly on top in the Miss Preakness.
Good looking effort. A little green through the lane. Switched her lead late. I do like her. She's on my ticket, but I went with another undefeated filly, the 11 Fighting Mad for trainer Bob Baffert, coming out of a nice race at Churchill Downs where she ran a big number, a nice strong work since that last race. Just looks to me like Fighting Mad might be a little bit faster. I like both fillies, but I'm going to stay with Fighting Mad and Bob Baffert.
All right, so some very talented, fast 3-year-old fillies in the Miss Preakness. Let's turn the page here. Race 9 is the Hilltop. 3-year-old fillies going a mile on the turf. We have a work video to show you. Trainer Chad Brown, he's one of the best. He has 2 fillies in this race. Here's the work from April 14th at Palm Meadows, 5 furlongs on the turf with the dogs up. Here's the 2 Nova Soul working with the 5 Dog Tag. Good looking work here for some talented turf fillies for Chad Brown.
And the gray filly on the inside is my top pick, Dog Tag, and she might be getting something on Friday if the weather cooperates that she's never gotten before, and that's a firm turf course. She's hooked a yielding turf course in both her recent starts in 2 stake races, but she's working well for Chad Brown, who's 29% off this type of layup. I'm going to take Dog Tag and Javier Castellano.
Dog Tag's going to be tough, but I go with the 3 Fashion Faux Pas on top. This filly by Flatter. She's well bred. Her turf debut was pretty big back in mid-April up there at Aqueduct against Stakes Company. She was 11-1. She was forwardly placed, a big second, 79 buyer speed figure, close to a lifetime best. Daniel Centeno and Arnaud Delacour, they are 30% together with a positive ROI. I think this filly will like to stretch out to a mile. She has speed. She'll be part of the early pace, I think, the 3 Fashion Faux Pas.
Well, that's the question. She'll be stretching out for the first time, but Arnaud Delacour is very tight, very good when he takes one from a sprint to a route, winning 28% of the time. And, of course, his main go-to guy, Daniel Centeno, gets the call.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 10. Race 10 will kick off that popular national wager, the Stronach 5, a guaranteed $100,000 pool, industry low, 12% takeout on the Stronach 5, and it starts off with a doozy here. The Grade 3 Pimlico Special, 300,000, 3 and up. We're going a mile and a quarter, a big 14-horse field in the Pimlico Special. Let's take a look at my top pick, the 6 CORDMAKER. Let's show you the video spotlight of his last win, April 25th at Laurel Park against Upper Level Allowance Company. He was going 7 furlongs this day. He wins by 4 1/4 going away, a big 97 buyer speed figure. They went fast, 109 and 2, then 121 and change for the final time. CORDMAKER in top form right now for Rodney Jenkins.
In top form, and he had already won the Harrison Johnson in his start before, going a mile and 1/8. And if you saw in the video, he just plays around with those horses. He gets about 50 meters out, throws his ears up, and says, "Oh, boys, where you at? Because I'm up here." I think that's going to happen again tomorrow. CORDMAKER doing very, very well for Rodney Jenkins, coming in here with a big work, 59 and change on the 9th of May at Laurel Park.
All right, so we both have the Maryland-bred son of Curlin on top, the 6 CORDMAKER, 12-1 in the Grade 3 Pimlico Special. Let's turn the page here. Race 11 kicks off another $300,000 pick 4. It's the Grade 2 Black-Eyed Susan to kick off this pick 4. Tim, you have a ticket. Let's check it out.
I do. 3 deep in race 11. The Black-Eyed Susan using the 4, the 6, and the 7. The 4, my top pick, Cookie Dough. In the 12th race, the turf sprint, $100,000 turf sprint. I use the 2, Tricks to Do, and the 3, my top pick, Bound for Nowhere for Wesley Ward, who's very dangerous with his turf sprinters. The DuPont Distaff will be race 13, and I use 3 there using the 5, the 6, my top pick, Golden Award for Billy Mott, and the 7 in that race to close out my ticket on the late pick 4.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 11, the Grade 2 Black-Eyed Susan. We're going 9 furlongs, top 3-year-old fillies, some of the best 3-year-old fillies in the country in the Black-Eyed Susan. Let's take a look at my top pick. We have a video spotlight of the 6, Always Shopping. This is a serious filly by Awesome again. She's already won 2 times this year, going 9 furlongs against Stakes Company. Here's her win in the Grade 2 Gazelle at Aqueduct. She gets a big 82 buyer speed figure with this win.
That was our lifetime best race with this win, and I know Aqueduct's been playing pretty slow all winter and into the spring, but she ran pretty slow that day. 152 and 4 for the mile and 1/8. Is going to have to do better than that today. I like her. I just don't have her on top. On top, I have the 4, Cookie Dough, who's coming in off 2 nice races at Gulfstream Park, including the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks, where she got beat a length and a quarter. Some strong works since that last race for trainer Stanley Gold. Irad Ortiz, the leading rider in the country, gets the call.
Yeah, I didn't use the 4 Cookie Dough. There's a lot of speed in this race, and Cookie Dough is going to be part of the early pace. She hadn't run since late March down there in the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks. She'll be awfully tough, but she might get cooked early. I think it sets up for a closer like always shopping. And how about the Maryland-bred filly Lucidas? I use her in my exactas. She's stepping up in the deep water right now, but she's won her last 4. 3 against Stakes Company.
Well, she's coming in pretty confident. I just was afraid that I thought she should have gone by our Super Freak easily in that last stake race, and she just didn't. She got caught up in a duel all the way down to the wire. I thought if she'd done a little bit better in that race, I might consider a little bit deeper in this race. I'm just afraid she's not going to be quick enough for this group at the end of the day.
It's a nice race. You get Toledo, one of our top riders on the Lucidas, our Super Freak, who she beat in the Weber City Miss. You get Trevor McCarthy, leading rider here in Maryland for Jamie Ness, who's rolling. Jamie Ness is absolutely rolling. He's 58% winners this meet so far.
I like our Super Freak. I liked her over Lasitas the last 2 times they ran. I've been beat the last 2 times, but I think the water's just a little too deep for both those fillies. There's nice fillies coming in on big races, but the water's deeper here today.
Absolutely. So 9 nice 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 2 Black-Eyed Susan to kick off that big pick 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 12 will feature some of the top turf sprinters in the country. It's the Jim McKay Turf Sprint, 100,000 3 and up. We're going 5/8 on the turf. They're going to be smoking in this race. And let's honor the 8-year-old. Let's show you Pure Sensation's last win coming off the layoff. Here's his 8-year-old debut down there, the championship meet at Gulfstream, upper level allowance condition. He fires a 98 buyer coming off the layoff. He's a few bucks shy of $1.6 million in earnings. He's run a 110 before going 5/8 on the turf. He'll be awfully tough. We both use him in our exacta, but we both pick the favorite in here, the 3 Bound for Nowhere. Looks awfully tough for Wesley Ward, but real quick, your thoughts on the 8-year-old Pure Sensation.
And look, anytime you see a veteran horse like that who's still running in top form at 8 years old, you have to give them some consideration, and you have to appreciate what they do and what they do for the game. So he's an exciting horse. You always love those gray horses on the grass, and he can do it any day of the week. And as you said, we both have them in our exacta.
All right, but the 3 Bound for Nowhere looks awfully tough here for owner-trainer Wesley Ward, an international superstar, right? And this horse in good form came off the layoff at Keeneland against Grade 2 Company, going 5.5 on the turf, went to the front. They went awfully quick, just gets beat a neck as the favorite, fires 100 buyer speed figure. Now second off the layoff, where we only have to go 5 furlongs in the Jim McKay Turf Sprint. You get the leading jockey in the country, Irad Ortiz, on the 3 Bound for Nowhere.
And Wesley Ward will be happy to know that when you come to the People's Party, you do not have to wear your top hat, which he has to do oftentimes. But look, this horse is coming in second off a layoff. His return was huge. He got beat a neck, fired 100 buyer speed figure at Keeneland, going 5.5 furlongs on the turf. Wesley Ward very good with these type of horses, second off a layoff, and show some good works since that last race. So I'm going to take Bound for Nowhere as you are.
All right, so we both have the 3 on top in the turf sprint. Let's turn the page. One more stake race to close out Black-Eyed Susan Day, and it's a Grade 3. The Grade 3 Allaire DuPont Distaff filly mares 3 and up, 150,000. We're going 9 furlongs here in the DuPont. Let's take a look at our video spotlight. The 5, another brawl. The Maryland-bred 4-year-old daughter of Include. Here's her last win against Stakes Company, going 9 furlongs up there at Aqueduct, coming off the layoff.
Coming off the layoff, a nice race again. Aqueduct. This is over a muddy track at Aqueduct. A little slow late, 152 and change. They went pretty reasonably quick early in the race, under 48 for the opening half, and they kind of strolled home a little bit. I think she's going to have to do better today to get the job done here, but it's Pletcher. It's you have to appreciate, you have to respect the connections there.
All right, you go with the favorite on top here, the 6 Golden Award for the Hall of Famer Billy Mott.
I do. Second off, a little bit of a layoff, and in her last start, she hooked a sloppy racetrack, which she didn't appear to appreciate. Looks like she's going to get a fast racetrack here on Friday, and she does appreciate that. The 2 starts previous to that were big races, including a nice race where she fired a 91 buyer speed figure going a mile at Gulfstream Park.
She'll be tough. I go with the 4, My Lady Curlin on top. It looks like like a well-bred 4-year-old daughter of Curlin, getting good right now for trainer Brad Cox. She won a 2 other than at Oaklawn in March. That's a big race. And then she won a 3 other than at Keeneland going a mile late April. So she's in top form right now. Luis Saez will ride. I think this Curlin filly getting very good right now, the 4 My Lady Curlin.
And it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to see these Curlins get better when they get aged, because they always do. And she's now a 4-year-old filly. Her last start was a big race as she steps up to Stakes Company for the first time, but she's in really, really good form, as you mentioned, and I wouldn't hold anything against anybody if you have My Lady Curlin.
All right, well, that's it. Those are our top picks for the 7 stake races this Friday at historic Pimlico Racecourse, the second oldest track in the country, home of the Preakness. But Friday is Black-Eyed Susan Day. First race post time, 11:30, 14 races. The stakes action starts in race 7. Let's show you those big guaranteed pools. Once again, the pick 5 starting race 7 is a $300,000 guaranteed pool. The pick 4 starting race 8 is a $300,000 guaranteed pool. And then race 11 kicks off another pick 4 with a $300,000 guaranteed pool. And don't forget about the Stronach 5. That starts in race 10, the Pimlico Special. Looking forward to a big day this Friday.
Absolutely. And our race week, our Preakness race week gets kicked off tomorrow, Thursday. First race, 110.
Good luck.